Ladydewinter here, and this is part 2. Okay, there we go. Part 2 of the combat going on at Boo between the harvester, the tank, and the Russian guy. So, and they're still at it, believe it or not. They are still at it. Nothing in the field outside of them. Ooh, there went the harvester. Let's see if we can find out how healthy these guys are. Ooh. They're still in pretty good health, considering they've been battering one another for several minutes now. Wow, okay. Tank's down to 96. Russians 82. So, we will just let them battle it out, and yeah. Oh, Russian's moving. Gotta watch him. Don't want to wind up getting snuck up on by something else coming out here. So, how are we doing? The tank is 93 and the Russian is 76. I got a feeling we're going to have to take out the tank after the Russian falls. I've already looted all that stuff out there. I just got to get all this stuff here now. But the Russian can heal itself, which really kind of sucks. So, anyway, in the last video, I did missions and stuff, or not missions, assignments. And I got those, what I could do, because I cannot ride those bicycles. I can't do it. It wants me to get a certain speed on it, and I just can't do it. So, my arthritis and I don't get along when we do those kind of things. So, all I'm doing now, folks, is I'm watching this combat because I'm waiting to see who wins, who loses, and who I can kill and go clean up all the goodies out there. So, and yeah, I told you guys I'd be back. Now, I might do a little Minecraft content. I have a little Minecraft world that I started working on. I'm not sure what I plan on doing. Wow, they are really slow in dying, aren't they? Dang. But this is what I enjoy doing in this game. I let them fight, and then I take out the winner. Yeah. So winner does not get a chicken dinner. No. It gets killed by me, and then I take all its goodies. Oh, God. It's going to be a year before they're all dead. Okay. So, anyway, lately I have been healing from my eye surgery. Doing a little bit of gaming. Not a whole bunch, but a little bit. Wish there was a better place to hide out here, but there really isn't. Because once these guys are done, I'm going to take on the winner, and I'll draw him over here, and then I'll kill him. I think it's going to be that tank that's going to win. because the Russian is pretty beat up by now. Although they're getting close to being almost equal. But I did, in the last video, I did a couple assignments because they finally put up a couple that I could do. I'm not doing a base assault all by myself. There's no way. And heck, in the last video I died a couple times because I couldn't see where they were shooting me from. So, those trees are a real pain in the butt. So, come on guys, just die and get it done with. Oh my God, do I have to help you two? Am I going to have to help you two die? Jeez-oh. I have to watch it. The tank might start shooting me. Okay, now the tank will start shooting me. Ow. Did I win? Is he dead? No. He is not. He is not dead. Not in any way, shape, or form. Oh shit, here he comes. Here he comes, here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Let's get the Sam Hill out of here. Get to safety. Where'd he go, big chicken? Oh, there he is. Okay, well, he knows where I'm at. Not exactly sure where he's at. There he is. Let's go out the front. No, I did not escape combat. Sounds like I killed him. Go see. Yep, looks like I killed him. All right, and that's my mission, is to watch combats, wait till they kill each other, and then go clean up all the goodies. Sometimes I have to finish the battle, like in this case, but it's worth it because of all the good stuff that I get out of doing this. Now, let's go see what these guys have. Let's get out our good gun, just in case there happens to be a straggler little guy around. I'm going to go ahead and hit him first because he's been down longer. And some of his stuff might be missing by now. No rockets, but at least I got some ammo. And not a lot of good stuff out of this. At least I got a bandage. That's something good. Okay. Now, let's see. I'm lost. Where is Yeah, that's the direction I want to go. It's right there. That's where I want to go. Usually there's something good over here to kill too. And when it says kill so many machines in the farmlands, I go over here and I torture this base on the other side of this farm, and it sends me lots of nice doggies and things to kill. So, yeah. What do you got? Nothing. Nothing at all. Get anything yet? Oh yeah, you guys respond. I also come over here to get bandages. You can usually find a ton of bandages over here. Usually on, oh, an adrenaline shot. Even better. Okay. Usually these dead guys over here have a lot of good stuff in their pockets. Sorry that they're dead, but they usually have a lot of good stuff in their pockets. Like bandages, which is something I'm always after. These guys sometimes have bandages too. Now let's see if our favorite tent has respawned. Yes, our favorite tent has respawned. You can always come over here, even if you do it every day, because a lot of times these simple bandages, a simple first aid kit will respawn like every day. And this is how I get my bandages, guys. I don't make them. I run around and collect them. Unless I really can't find any, then I will break down and make some. But most of the time, I just run around and find them. And if you want adrenaline shots, get the DLC Alpine something or the other. Alpine, it's the island with the hotel on it. The hotel is usually has a lot of adrenaline shots in it. In fact, I tell you what. Let's go over to the hotel and get the adrenaline shots. And I'll show you what I mean. There's usually a ton of adrenaline shots over here. But my advice to you is empty your inventory of adrenaline shots first. That way you do not have to worry about, because once it shows that you've got one or two in your inventory, they will stop showing up. So I always go down and I empty all the adrenaline shots out of my inventory. And then I go and I collect more. And sometimes I'll even put my bandages away so I find more bandages. So now, we do is we go up into the hotel itself. Sometimes you can find bandages in here. It just depends. I'll take textiles. The reason being is I can make those into bandages. There's bandages there. Another bandage. Okay, now, what I usually do is I will go upstairs to the various rooms on each floor and look for bandages in the rooms, bandages and adrenaline shots. Okay. I guess the game's going to make a liar out of me today, but I am getting bandages, which is good. Lots of bandages. Good, good, good. The only time I use the adrenaline, guys, is when I'm out in nowhere land. If I have to go to nowhere land where oh, see, there's an adrenaline shot. If I have to go to a place that has no safe houses, then I will take adrenaline shots with me. But I don't do that often. And yes, this is a little painstaking, a little pain in the butt, but it does do well by you. You find some good stuff here, and that's always a good thing. Usually there's bandages laying there, but I guess they changed that in the last update. Because everybody carries emergency sticky flares in their suitcases. I mean, really, everybody does that. Did nobody warn you that? Yeah, everybody carries emergency and flares and fireworks in their suitcases. Because you know what the heck? Why not? Now these rooms usually have like porches or windows you can fight out of, which is very handy. Very, very handy. You just don't want to be standing in front of one when they're firing at you. Alpine Unrest. That's what, I couldn't remember the name of this to save my life. Alpine Unrest. There's another room down here. You can tell these people brought their kids with them because there's a small tight bed and a hairpiece and another adrenaline shot. So far I've gotten 2 from here. Now, since this is the end of this floor, I'm going to go downstairs and drop off my adrenaline shots. Why, you ask? Because I'll get more if I do that. And a lot of times under here are bandages too. You just have to kind of look down and get them. And then you stand up again, open the door, and usually right back here somewhere is where you get down to the kitchen area, which is where the people are hiding out. So, and I've got 100. Wow, I've got a lot. Oh no, I don't want to put those in my inventory. I wanted to put some of these over there, so I'm not so heavy, because I'm carrying very heavy, very, very heavy, and I don't want to carry this heavy. No, I want to carry those. That's good. Okay, so back up to the second floor now. We already hit the first floor. We're going to hit the second floor. We're going to start down this way and just work our way back to the staircase. Well, somebody decided to take shelter at the hotel. So, kind of messy room though. Somebody messed up their room pretty bad. A lot of times behind the door you'll find suitcases. So don't forget to check behind the doors. It's just a good, easy way to get bandages and adrenaline shots. Now you can make the adrenaline shots if you really want to go to all that trouble of mining this stuff and building these machines that you gotta, and building bases where you can put those machines. If you really want to go to all that trouble, you can. I'm just lazy. I would rather just walk around and collect loot. And see, you can shoot from up here too. There's usually a bunch of stuff in those fields over there. And see, I don't play cards, so. Okay, so, oh, did I get this one? Yes, I did already. Okay. So, we go to the next room. And I just do this. It takes a little bit of time, but in my personal opinion, it's well worth it because you can either get the materials to make bandages or you can find adrenaline shots. I think I was already in here. Nope, I wasn't. This door just happened to be open. Okay, so now let's see. Are we at? Oh, we're at the beginning of the hallway. Yeah. Sometimes because it's really dark in this hotel, and I can do this. I just didn't think to. And I really don't bother with any of the makeup or any of that stuff. It just, I can't, you know, I mean, if cosmetically, you know, you want to look badass and have all these scars and all this makeup and stuff, that's up to you. I don't play the game for that. I play the game to shoot machines. Why? Because it's not, you know, I'm not shooting human beings. There's an adrenaline shot. Now, I'm not saying you'll always find them in here, but a good amount of time you'll find, you know, at least some on each floor. And see, I don't need a Magnus or that. I've got better guns. And I rarely play over here unless I'm playing with someone else because they have the machines with the napalm. Oh, yeah. That does not look healthy. Yeah. They have the machines over here with the napalm, and I don't like to mess with those things. They're a little bit too, unless you're a really good shot, you can shoot the napalm things out. Oh, poor guy. You get too close to him and you wind up getting infected by the radiation. So that's a radioactive guy there. So but this is what I do sometimes in the game. I just run around and do this. And it really does, in so many ways, benefit me. Because like I said, I collect all this good stuff. And then when I have to combat, I'm okay. When I have to go into combat, I'm okay because I've got adrenaline and bandages and who knows. Now I'm going to split these bandages in half, and I'm going to put half in here. And only carry half of that. Since I'm not planning on getting into combat over here unless I absolutely have no choice on the face of this earth. So now we're going to hit the third and final floor. Oh no, there's one more. Okay, I'm wrong. Wait a minute, I already hit this floor. Yeah, we're going to hit the final floor. Now this might seem pretty boring to y'all, and maybe it is, but you know, like I said, if you don't want to have to go through all the crap of building all this stuff and building a base and all that, which I don't usually build bases, but here's the cool thing. You can come out here on this and fight. Yeah, it's really cool that you can do that, but yeah. Sometimes, not often, you'll find stuff in the bathroom. Like this guy sitting here, he's got landmines, grenades, and all kinds of stuff on his person. That's like, really? Oh. I hope nobody was trying to take a bath. But, yeah, you'll find all kinds of stuff. Weird. Okay. Yeah, apparently there was a band, musicians up here. Yeah, guitar in the bathroom. Somebody sits on the toilet and plays guitar. That's always a fun thing to do with your time. Sit on the toilet and play the guitar. Oh, yeah, look, rocker hair. No thanks. Yeah, I don't think the hotel's going to be too wild about how they have mistreated this place. But, you know, what can you say? And here's the final room, I think. I think there's two more. Skis. This is a ski resort over here, too, because they're skiing. Okay. It's just kind of interesting. They changed this. There's not as many suitcases and stuff up here as there used to be. There used to be a bunch of stuff you could loot up here, but apparently they've changed that. And, yeah. Nothing in there. Here's a suitcase. And all that's in here is some textiles. Like I said, sometimes it pays to come over here and do this. Sometimes it doesn't. There's an adrenaline shot, so yeah. And I haven't even really searched the entire hotel. So, like I said, if you have not yet gotten Alpine Unrest, you might want to consider doing that because it is worth it. It's fun if you really like the challenge of the radioactive machines, then it's really a cool thing to do. Now, you can also go in here and, yeah, there's a room here and there's ammo boxes and stuff and some stuff you can loot. Not a whole lot, but some. There's usually nothing in those things. So. And this leads you out to the hallway. And sometimes in the hallways there's some suitcases. And there's a spa on the one floor, which is kind of cool. Yeah, this is it. There's stuff in here. Here's another adrenaline shot. Usually you can find bandages in here too. In the this room here. No, maybe not. Not this time. Usually there's bandages on there, but I guess they changed that. Quit changing the game, people. God. I need my bandages. Here they are. And then see from here, I just go, basically I go down the stairs when I can find them. There they are. And then I search the hallways, because like I said, sometimes there's suitcases here, and there's stuff in the suitcases, and okay, over here is the staircase. I can never remember where this silly staircase is at. Where is this thing? Oh, here. Well, I wanted to go down. I don't want to go up. I want to go down. Oh, there it is. Okay. Kind of dark. Yeah, there's no suitcase. Oh, here's a suitcase. This is pretty. The scene, you have to admit, the scenery on this game is unbelievable. It is just absolutely beautiful. And then you find the staircase again, and that's one I saw when I came in. Now down here there's usually stuff too, like there. Now I've found a crap ton of bandages and there's other things down here too. But like I said, I usually come strictly for the bandages. And then you go in here and there's people that you can talk to, and he's on lookout over here, and somebody's backpack with some fabric in it. People often carry fabric around in their backpack, you know. That's just the way life goes, I guess. Yeah. In their suitcases they carry bandages and fabric, and you know. Because why not? Another Magnus, which I don't want. And then we go out here, and this is the kitchen. Now part of this, there's this thing where you have to go in here. There's a bunch of bad guys in here. So, they're almost out of ice cream. How sad. And also, don't forget to search down here. There's a bunch of goodies down here too. But first, let's put away our adrenaline shots. Now see, out of just looking around for them, I've got 43 adrenaline shots. Now I could go into a major combat right now and be okay. Because I've got a crap ton of bandages and a crap ton of adrenaline shots, and yeah. Now the landmines are nice. You put them down and you get a tank to walk over them. And there's a lot of them down here. But yeah, that's basically it. I come over here just to do this. Like I said, now if I'm not alone, and here's the beauty of this. store all things. Now, all that fabric is out of my inventory and in my bin. They were taking him apart to find out what makes him. But yeah, there's usually, and there's a bunch of hand grenades. There's a bunch of combat stuff down here. You just have to look around and spend a little time walking around and looking. There's Anita and Elsa. She's the pilot that was shut down. I don't know who this guy is. He's some kind of rock star or something. And she's a military person trying to plan out what's going on here. So there you go, guys. That is one of the only reasons I bothered to get Alpine Unrest is because of this. So until next time, this is Ladydewinter reminding you that you do not have to make everything in this game. If you're savvy and you take note of where you find things, you go back in a couple of days and boom, it's all right back there again. I'm going to stick around, I think, and maybe take a nap, find a bed that's not got a landmine next to it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.
Can you hear, can you hear, can you hear my voice? Coming through, coming through, coming through the noise.